Okay, you guys gotta see that later. This is so cool. Shortly after the city released the Laneway suite bylaw back in 2019, a homeowner who had recently purchased a property contacted us to find out if his property is eligible to build a Laneway suite on. He knew already at that time he's going to Europe, and he just was looking for a small space that he can stay here when visiting Toronto. And this building, I think, seemed small enough, yet big enough to live in here temporarily. We have done a couple garages that we converted into Laneway suites, like this one, for example. I think Laneway suites are really important because they will add so much quality to the laneways. They activate the laneways, they create community if located properly, if designed properly, and that's something I would love to see way, way more. So the main floor contains the kitchen and the living dining space. The kitchen is very minimal, yet it contains everything that is needed in a kitchen. We have a sink and a cooktop. We have a concealed fridge in the corner. We even managed to fit in a tiny dishwasher and extra storage and drawers in the cabinet. The extra deep walls allowed for some recessed cabinetry, and we got custom CNC cut grills that are mounted into the drywall to achieve a really sleek finish. Tucked under the stair is a tiny washroom, 3 pieces. The sink is molded into the narrow vanity. The countertop and the sink look like they're made out of one piece. All the walls are clad with Corian to avoid having any grout lines for a really seamless look. We decided to lower the floor in the washroom to achieve more height there. It's about 7 inches below the main floor level. And when you step into this space, due to the shiny yellow epoxy, it feels like you're stepping into this ocean of yellowness, kind of. Our client found matching wall sconce, and he was even able to find a matching toilet paper holder, which has been installed in the vanity under the sink. We try to open up this space as much as possible to allow for light to come in and to create a connection to the backyard and also to the small patio. Our client selected all the furniture and pieces here in this space because he's only here temporarily. When he visits Toronto, he didn't require a lot of furniture pieces, and I think this really complements the small footprint of this building. The other challenging part in this space was to integrate the stair, to make sure they are compliant to building code, but trying to keep them very minimal. So we decided to design a stair with a double winder. That is the most compact stair configuration you can think of. We installed a white display ledge in front of the stairs, and that helped us to achieve the same width of the washroom to keep this wall really minimal and really clean, and it's almost kind of hiding the stairs. There's a minimal footprint. We only had 35 square meters available per floor, and the owner wanted a dedicated bedroom. So we decided to locate the bedroom on the second floor. It feels a little bit elevated off the street. Obviously, there's a great connection to the street and to the backyard. However, if you want more privacy, you can always put down the blinds. We were trying to maintain as much as possible of the existing building, the existing form and shape of it. We simply installed windows in the existing openings. However, what we did is we removed the wood collar ties that were quite heavy and replaced them with steel rods that we painted out white, and that really allowed for a lot of airiness, helped to give it more height. One thing I think that's important to point out is the custom credenza that allows for storage space for like clothing and a suitcase. And at the same time, it acts as a guard for the stair. And then we made use of the thick walls again and installed bedside niches, like small niches on either side of the bed with integrated lighting. And what I truly like the most about this space is when the low evening sun comes down and creates really beautiful shadows and patterns on the hardwood floor and on the walls and the ceiling. We try to create a very minimal, very simple and white space, and then the owner filled that space with a few pieces that he really liked. We're just trying to create an envelope and then people fill it. So we are doing this really blank, simple, minimal space that takes itself back, and then you just let the light, allow it to do whatever it is doing and let the people settle in by furnishing it. He is a minimalist, he's very detail-oriented, and I think that also helped to achieve the quality in this space, because he has this fine sense for detail and attention to detail. And that was really, really great having him on that. I mean, it was sometimes difficult too, right? Because there's a lot of expectations. But he really helped to make this the beautiful space it is. Not every client is interested in this simplicity and minimal look. However, I think despite the minimalism, we still achieve to create a space that is warm and cozy. It's not too stark, and you feel comfortable in the space.